Hello, high levelers. Rayo Daniel here. Welcome back to my channel, and I've got another great feature release, another one I know from High Level, and this is a new trigger that they've added inside the workflows, specifically related to tasks. Now, this has been asked for over and over again, and now it's finally here, and I'm going to show you how you can utilize this in the workflow to make yourself more efficient, make your team more efficient. So before I get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please smash the subscribe button, hit that little bell icon. You get notified whenever I post another video. I always appreciate your support as always. So here we've got a demo account, and one of the things I want to show you is how you can utilize this new feature. So before, we've always been able to go off of, has a task been created, things like that in the system, what to do, but never when a task has been completed. So, if you're a supervisor or if you have a team of people and you're just looking to sort of track how people complete tasks, this is a great new addition. Before, you just kind of have to go in and look at everybody's task, and that was just really time consuming. But I want to show you inside of in this example here, I think it's this one. Don't get afraid by this one. This is kind of a larger workflow that I built out that has multiple different triggers. Really, it's kind of like a multiple social media bot that goes through and does some updating. But it's a great example, and I'll go through this real quick. We have a trigger from Instagram, a trigger for Google My Business, a trigger for Facebook, and a trigger for SMS messaging. Now, if I wanted to, I can add another trigger for something else, but the point that I was looking at here is that this workflow basically breaks it out so that if you get any communication back from any one of these channels, what you want to do is you want to get additional information from people. For instance, if you have somebody messages you on Facebook, the only thing you really have from Facebook is their first name and last name, or maybe their full name, but you don't have what their email address is. You don't have what their phone number is. Well, this workflow that I built out just kind of goes over, and once they connect, it simply goes back and forth and gets that information and update their contact record automatically. This is one of the workflows that I give to my affiliates that sign up. If you are interested in High Level, I do have a free trial link below, but a little plug there. But this is just one of the automation workflows that I give to my affiliates inside of my snapshot, because this is a perfect example of how you can deploy this to a client and get all of the communications that happen on Facebook and social media. Instead of just having their name and it can only communicate with them on Facebook Messenger, now you can send them a message back automatically saying, hey, I didn't get your email address. Can you please give me your email address? And then boom, it takes that and updates the contact record. Oh, great. Thank you so much. I got that. Can I have your phone number to update your record? Boom. And it asks for all that information. And then once that's completed, then this workflow sort of ends, and then it calls another workflow now that you have a full contact record. But that's just really great, because now what this does is ensures if anybody communicates with you on any channel, that you're going to try and get their full contact information before you start communicating with them. And whenever you get all their information, now you can streamline that communication from being Facebook Messenger only to convert them over to a text messaging. Now that you have their phone number. So you can do text, and you can even do an email nurture follow-up sequence. So real quick, that was just the purpose of this. And I want to give you a background, because one of the things about this, when these records are created, you might, for instance, want to create a task inside of your system here. So we're going to just go through and create a task that just simply has a title, and we're going to call this check CRM record for contact. And then, of course, if I could spell for contact, and then what we're going to do is drop down list contact, and we're going to put the full name. So the title of the task is going to be check CRM record for contact. Boom. And then you can assign this to a team member so that whenever somebody comes across, you can make sure that all the information looks good in the contact record before you proceed. So you can just say check email and phone number fields for accuracy. Now, when you do this, you could select a team member if you wanted to. I'm just going to pick a team member, and you can just give it a date, just say due in 2 days. Boom. So now you've added this task. So this right here is a way that one kind of workflow that you can use to create a task. But then now, how do we sit back and monitor tasks that get completed? So here's another one that we're going to do. Now for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to build, I've already got a template shell. I haven't built it out yet. I was going to do that for you guys here. So we're going to do a task completed workflow. Now, what we're looking to do is, now that the task has already been created, it was due in a certain amount of time. So let's just say that your team did go through it, the record was created, they did check it, and then they went through and closed it out, completed it. Now what you can simply do is come back in here and click on add trigger, and you come in here and just search for task. And now notice over here, you get this nice task completed. So this is one of the ones that we have not been able to have as of yet, but you can simply click on add filter, and you can come in here and see who's going to be assigned. You can say select operator, so you can actually choose any particular person you want to here. So you can just say filters, let's just say Jane Smith. And then from here, I need to blow this back out, just simply save trigger. And then from here, you can click save. And from here, you can just simply do something like an internal notification. And from here, you can just simply, you can make an internal notification inside of a High Level, or you can do an SMS. If we just do this, You can just say, Jane Smith, because that's the user we just completed task. Check it. Now, I don't know if you're a micromanager. I'm just trying to give you a use case for this. And I'm just going to put in here just another basic message. But then, sorry, I didn't come down here and select this. So we're going to look and we're going to redirect it directly to the contact page. And then we're going to do this user type for just put in all users. So right now, if we save that, this is just a real quick, again, automation that you can have so that somebody on your team, as you're building out the different levels of your organization, some kind of supervisor now doesn't need to have to go in and specifically check on their task list. Let me go check all the tasks and see if they're completed and where everybody is at. You don't need to do that. What you can do is simply let the automations automatically notify that particular supervisor when things are done. That way the supervisor doesn't have to spend their time. They just get notified and it's like, okay, great, Jane did get that done. Perfect, excellent. So this is just another great case that HighLevel has included a new feature. I know this video is quick, but it's a really great addition to being able to include this inside of your workflow. So again, this was one trigger. If you wanted to, you could do multiple triggers here. Now notice we just had one trigger for Jane, but if we wanted to, we can come here and add another trigger, do a task completed, and we're just going to select, and maybe you want to do another user. So is John Smith. So something like that. So if you want to do it, again, multiple triggers on tasks to fire off. So you can just let your mind imagine, how you guys use tasks inside of your system, how you can notify people without having to be proactive instead of reactive here inside of HighLevel. So guys, that's really it. It's really quick, very simple, and easy to get set up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did learn a little something, click on the like button. That always helps out my channel, my statistics with YouTube. I am looking to grow. And if you're interested in signing up for HighLevel, I do have a 14-day free trial below in the link. Thank you so much and have a great I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking to learn more about the GoHighlevel system, platform, and maybe you even want to start your own software as a service company, click on the description below. I offer a free course, and this course goes over all the things you would need to know regarding HighLevel. I even teach you 8 ways that you can make money with a HighLevel system with no experience, no tech skills, and no money out of pocket. Check out my link in the description below, and have a great day.